11:25. 11:29. I was watching this show. My girl almost put us both to sleep.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change the name, I like your respect. Giving more than when I get expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look. Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having not been labeled impatient, but once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that in their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never see me in the race front line.
Open.
Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space cool with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running in the shit. Faster than the speeding bullet.
Got him. Ticket. Stream up versus Colts.
Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the high school's a bitch. Ain't nothing just a heel.
Well, damn. That's a good game too. They're 5-4.
Today, from
M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if we can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Oh, another black quarterback, Tim Madden. Let's get it.
Say it in the post-game press conference. That was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards. Throwing 2 interceptions.
And he got Brett Favre number.
But the team
And he
found a way
playing
to
the
get it
Packers.
done.
It's all connected.
A 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Wait, what?
Operating from the gun, Adams. That one caught by Gibson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, my goodness.
And he'll be taken down, but not
Yeah,
before
they
he
are
works it past
very
the
hard.
50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead run.
Yo, why I see Jay Whitaker in this
league?
league?
Between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
On the
Sees a
Bears.
crease, goes through it for a solid game.
Hey, 2 T's or 1.
20. All the way inside
No,
the
it's 2
15
T's.
before they drop it. It's a gain of 34. A couple of nice carries
Feels
back-to-back
good,
here,
though.
establishing the ground game.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Standard change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for, setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Holding.
So
Bring
some
that
holding
back.
over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And
he
his first
fumbled.
carry, he loses the football.
Get it
And
up.
it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there. His guys will get the football back. Here comes the Ravens on offense and a man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP.
Ain't gonna try to show the fumble.
What a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals.
Don't worry, I'll show it.
Every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spend a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others. But the key to everything for him is his ability to be accurate from the pocket.
Telling him to go for it now. I don't trust him.
Oh, dang. Get this man all the money he fucking wants.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Damn.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll find Metcalf. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Pissing me off. Fumbling in the end
zone. 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation.
I was like, this nigga got a mind of his own. He do something to fuck it up.
In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Nice move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Lamar
getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
No.
And that one is incomplete.
Shit, I gotta pay attention because this cold dude is
No
nice.
score after 1 on EA Sports.
Wow.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the 3 certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Second half coming up for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
The tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
35-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 29. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Gregory. And down inside the 15 he goes.
37.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
He's wide open.
He takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And
where am I
looking to be
at?
a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. Now it's 4th down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open.
Not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He out of the pocket with it.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Adams. Finding Harris over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. Operating from the gun, Adams. Gibson here, complete. Number 85.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Guilty.
Works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, got their spot, and stacked him up.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Jackson now Operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again, Jackson buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson.
Oh my goodness.
Coming, and he's taken down.
Y'all niggas cannot block for shit.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss.
He caught it.
They're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Good work, Lamar.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Bring it back, bring it back. W money and bring it back.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield.
Damn.
Might want to take that course.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. From the gun, Adams. This is brought in by Gibson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot better.
Look at him go. The 20. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 11. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This has been a good
Somebody
drive.
been
So
running
far,
on
it's
us
been a
all
running
fucking
game for the
night.
most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. And that is going to do it.
Can't even believe that shit worked.
action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Adams on 3rd down. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. The completion lines up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Colts 13, Ravens 10.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown?
Yo, why my young boy say that Jalen Hurts on the head?
At their own 31-yard line.
Why did my young boy say Jalen Hurts was on the hit list?
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
You got rookie of the week.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one in. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Quick slant to Brown. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball is tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
11. 58. 11:59.
2nd and goal from the 1. Step, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown of the game.
You know what I would like?
2 rush DDs.
To be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Operating from the gun, Adams. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Adams, throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, Adams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to number 88. Touchdown.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 20-16, a minute 8 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's good. We're up
to throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way, usually.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drill, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done kill Abel. I'm back to land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug.